We fucking did it. Um, this video is a little late. I wanted to take a few days off just to relax and have some me time before I got back into the swing of things, and then focused on my YouTube. So this first week has been a lot of I'm gonna be honest, I've been playing a lot of video games and sitting at home this first week, but we did it. We graduated. I mentioned in the last video that I would be graduating Friday. It is currently Wednesday, the following week. So we graduated last week. And oh gosh. It was such a surreal experience. I thought I was you spend a long time thinking about it as you're headed towards that milestone. You think you're better prepared for it, and then that day comes and you're just so shaky, and you can't form the words. It's just sitting there in that room with everybody one last time before we went on to cross the stage. It was just,
You shaped it. That ability to have an impact on the world around you is not something that ends today. It is something you carry forward, and
it was kind of bittersweet because, part of me hurts because I know that that's probably the last time I'm going to see a lot of these people, but then the other part of me is so excited looking towards the future because I know that they all have their own plans just like I do, and I'm sure that a lot of them are going to do amazing things. And it's exciting to think about how far we've come, all of us, and where we're going. I never thought I'd make it this far. I never thought I would make it this far. I thought that I'd either be dead, or I would have dropped out, or I would have had to retake it my senior year. I never thought that I would make it this far. And I wasn't expecting some people to be there who were there. As I was sitting down, I looked off to my right and up in the stands, and I saw my best friend up there watching. And the moment that I saw him, I started crying like a baby. Oh, the tears, they were pouring down my face. And I couldn't help it. But I tried not to cry. I didn't want to be that person who was just crying. And then another friend of mine came up to me, and he was just bawling like a baby. His face was pouring with tears and snot. It was so nice, and it was so emotional, and it was just, we before the graduation, we were at the park, and I was skating, and we were hanging out with some friends, and then we rode around town for a little bit, and then we went and got some chocolate shakes, and then I went back home and I did some like house chores, and then I played some games, and then I spoke with my dad a little bit, and then we headed over to my aunt's house, and I got dressed, and then we went to the graduation, and we were there for about an hour and a half before the ceremony started. So that hour and a half that we were there, behind the we were in the gym. They set up a stage, but we were in a room, the next room over. So while we were waiting back there for an hour and a half, it was just nice to see everybody did show up. That was probably the only day the entire year everybody in the class showed up. And it was the last time any of them were going to be in the room as a whole group. That's the last time we're all going to be together. And then crossing that stage, I didn't take in the moment as much as I wanted to because I was focused on not tripping, not looking stupid. I needed to shake these people's hands and keep it moving. And I also had my mom on speakerphone in my pocket so she could hear the ceremony because she couldn't be there. But yeah, and then after we went to my aunt's house for the grad party, it was great. It was fun. A lot of people came over I wasn't expecting to be there. It was so nice to have a lot of my friends and most of my family there. It wasn't just me. My cousin also graduated. So it wasn't just me. So I'm not making that about me because, like, obviously she graduated too. So, like, people were there for her as well. It wasn't just me. But, like, you know, it was still nice to see everybody that showed up. And then we went to the movies after. Me and my buddies, we went to the movies and we saw Mortal Kombat 2. And it was a really good movie. And then we were out for another, like, 30 minutes after the movie just messing around in the parking lot. But, now it's over. High school's over for me. And, which means that I'm going to immediately be jumping back into YouTube and working on the next thing. So, there's a lot of stuff on the horizon for me. For summer, I have a few ideas for some projects I want to work on, and I want to just be making some videos. I have a list here. I found my notebook. I have a list here of... Here, hang on. Let me shut that off so that way you're not hearing in my AC. So some major plans for the summer is heading to Omaha and then maybe a trip with my sister. I'm going to be visiting my mom. I'm visiting the college for orientation, and then I'm moving out in August or maybe late July. It depends on when it happens. Some house projects maybe that I'll be helping my dad with. Those are all the major things. But then some things that I wanted to do during the summer. While it's my last summer here in town before I head off to college. These are just some ideas. I want to go bowling, head to the movies, maybe watch a play. They have a movie theater, but then they have a practical, like, actual theater for performances. Maybe go watch one of those, because I've never done that before. I've lived in this town for over 10 years, and I've never went and done that before, so that's something I wanted to do. Skateboarding, head to the public pool. My dad said he's going to get us a swim pass or whatever it is, so we can just go there whenever we want, as long as we, like, have whatever I don't remember exactly. A camping trip would be fun. I don't know why, but I wrote down thrifting. Maybe there's something there. The summer they bring in the fair. I don't know if it's every summer or every other summer, but they bring the fair here, so I might do that. Sometimes they have dirt track races at the fair, so maybe the derby or races if they have that this year. Just going to the park to go out and socialize. Head to a restaurant, eating out, shopping, driving. Ooh. I got the bike. It's outside. I'm not going to take you out there because I don't really want to get up. I kind of like the coziness of the room for the video. I'll just throw up some pictures I took of it. There's the bike. So, some bike videos. I wanted to do that. For Omaha, if we're going to Omaha, road trip. That'd be fun. One good road trip for the summer. I want to do that. There's an art museum and some art galleries in town, so maybe I'll go and see some of those. disc golf, maybe do some photo shoots, and some filmmaking for my video projects. And that's the agenda. That's the plan for this summer. I'll do a separate video after this talking about the summer plan, and then I'll try and make a concise schedule. Because, yeah, a lot to look forward to. I'm going to try and make gaming videos for some of these activities that I'll be doing over the summer. I want to make some videos, and then obviously my projects. So there's a lot that I want to pump out this summer. I want to keep myself busy the best way I can, and I will keep you guys posted. I'll keep you guys updated about everything. Remember, if you want to keep up with all of what I'm doing, subscribe and turn on notifications. Follow on all other platforms. I'll probably leave links in the description, and then join the Discord. So that way you can, like, if you want to talk, then we can talk. If you want to stay updated on things, go for it. But that's my summer plan. That's what I've got happening this summer. And then in college, I don't know what my YouTube is going to turn into. I don't know how videos are going to look in college. But I know that summer is going to be very, very busy. And, man, you're kind of freaking tall. Here, let me bring you down a little bit. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you. You guys have been with me for so long. It's been crazy. Here's to a great summer. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. That video will be coming out soon.